What is one of your proudest moments of your career, would you say?
I think it's Don Luigi, and and that's why I tell you, emotional hit. He walked into the gym one day, and I was out to lunch, and he was sitting right in front of me over here, just like this with his hands on his knees, and I look at him, he looked gray. And I walked in, I said, "Yeah, can I help you, sir?" It's like, "Are you okay?" He goes, "I need help. I just need help." I said, "Has anybody talked to you? How long have you been here?" He goes, 20 minutes. I go, "There's 15 trainers in there. Has anybody?" He goes, No. I asked for help, and they said, no, because he was 450 pounds. And he goes, I just need help. And I said, "Tell me." And I sat down with him. I said, "Here, come in the back." And their little patio. I said, "Tell me your story." And he said, I walked out on my front door, and I walked down because my dog got out. He goes, "I couldn't even get my dog. I had to stop, and I couldn't even breathe." And it's just like I was just started crying. He goes, "I got back out to my house and sat there and I go, what am I doing? What have I done to myself?" I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, if you don't do something, you're not going to be here in the next 9 months or a year. You're not going to see your grandkids grow up. You're not going to see their kids grow up and their kids grow up. He goes, "Is that what you want? I mean, you're 42 years old." And he was a security guard at one of the casinos out here. And I said, "I'll take you on." I said, "Is this something you truly want? Do you really want to change your life?" I said, that's your grasp. That's your carrot. Watching your kids grow up, being healthy, being able to run with them, doing all this stuff. And I said, "Let's go to your house." I said, "Get in my car, let's go. Let me look at your food. Let me see what you're eating." And I said, all out. You're going to start fresh. Let's go to the grocery store. So we revamped his whole house with fresh. I said, "This is what you're going to eat." I said, "Before you come to see me, I want you to get around that block, and then get around that block, and then get around that block. Until you get that 4 times around that block, then I want you to drive to me and say you made it." He said it took him almost a month to do that because he didn't have the breath. Finally, he goes, "I'm going to try to make it to the gym," which was a mile up. So he walked, and it took him 2 hours. But he walked to the gym, he got there, and he was huffing and puffing and panting. He goes, I made it. I said, "Good." I said, "We're going to go through a little preliminary stuff." And it was just little step ups and little things. I trained that man for 11 and a half months, and he lost 101 pounds. Got off most of his medication. We became very, very good friends. And he started talking to local kids around going, "I could help you. This man has helped me. I'm going to help you." And he got to the point on 1.4 years with me that he was challenging all my athletes to step ups and doing the stair climber, like doing 50, get on the stair climber for 3 minutes, going as on the highest level, get back down, step ups, and nobody could keep up with him. He ended up losing 187 pounds. He sold his house, moved up to Oregon, bought this big ranch where he could run around all the time. He continued losing a pound. He says, "Danny, I'm going to open a gym. I got a big barn here. I'm going to open up. I'm going to help local kids." And then to this day, now he's changing lives.
Wow.
Up there. And, it's like I could talk about all my athletes and all the accolades, I said, but changing that one guy's life to where the doctor said, "You're off cholesterol medication, you're off blood thinners, you're off this, you're off this." The doctor asked you, "How did you do this?" He goes, "Fitness, nutrition, right there." And he goes, "Really?" He goes, "I need to talk to this guy." Because they don't teach doctors anything. I think they got like 20 hours of nutrition in their whole, I think that's what it is. And they have no idea about even exercise unless, they take it upon themselves. Right. Exercise, they know the feeling. But that guy's impact on my life, I was like going, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It's changing lives through fitness, not for the muscles like that I had, but it's just like I've seen so much stuff change in people's lives and the life betterment that it's brought to them, the the stars in their eyes when I see them like this, whether on stage or my vice president of Paula Casino lose from size 18 to a size 2. And when she goes, I went to get a new suit, and I thought it was a 6, and it ended up being a 2. Tears. And I'm like going, wow, the impact I could have on people's lives. I go, that's what I try to teach these youngsters in here. I go, it's not about everything you see here. It's beyond that. It's that person right there. That person and your impact of their lives. And they could be with you for, my clients I would have for 6, 7, 8 years, and they follow me. I don't care if it's 40 miles or 40, 50 minutes, an hour and a half, they'll drive. He said, because you listen to me. You actually care. You actually know my dog's name. You know my kid's name. You know my husband's name. You know, it's impact. We have an impact in fitness that changes lives. And I think that's my number one passion.
And that's going back to the first question. I guess that's what's kept you doing it for over 40 years.
Yeah, changing lives. I was actually writing it the other day. I said, you know, I could write all these beautiful ads. I could do all this stuff, and I go, but changing lives is the number one thing that keeps coming around. So it's like, thank you, Danny, for changing my life. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to live again the right way. This is how we're supposed to be living, not buckled down. And thank you for telling me about the hormone doctor, and thank you for changing my nutrition. Thank you for educating me on the fundamentals of fitness, health, and exercise. So I'm like, oh, this is what God put me here on earth for this. This is my calling. Yeah, that's what I really believe. That's my calling.